Everybody and welcome. This is the Coffee with Jay. I hope you guys are doing great. Now, in the midst of their pending divorce, the Ndlovus have decided to release a statement in order to dispel all of the rumors that have been swirling around. So, jointly, Stephanie and Hungani said would like to take a moment to address the speculation surrounding our relationship. After much thought, reflection, and conversations, we have mutually decided to part ways and end our marriage. While we had hoped to share this news at a time that felt right for us, the unfortunate early release by the media has prompted us to speak sooner than we had planned. Though our marriage is ending, our friendship is not. We are committed to showing up as a united team for our beautiful daughter, raising her with the same care, intention, and joy she has always known. We are incredibly grateful for the love and support you've shown us, especially through the Ndlovus Uncut. During this deeply personal time, we kindly ask for privacy, grace, and compassion for our family. With love and gratitude, Hungani and Stephanie. Now, I applaud them for this because, guys, there is a whole lot going on now. There is speculations about what exactly happened between the two. I saw a video of someone saying there was infidelity in the marriage. Someone else even said that it was probably finances. They were not agreeing about their finances. Now, there's a whole lot of things that people are saying, but whatever reason that is, they haven't spoken about it themselves. So people are just gossiping at this point, and they didn't say anything. They only just said it was irreparable damages. They could not retrieve their marriage once the damage had been done. But this is very sad indeed, as many were really looking up to this couple. I mean, it's really enlightening to see more and more young couples making it in the marriage institution, because we know it to be very hard, especially in our times, guys. There's a lot that's going on, and it really is sad. But for a couple that stands together in the midst of the storms and everything, I applaud them for it. I mean, Stephanie even wished Hungani a happy birthday, even though there's divorce news swirling all around. But yeah, maturity at the end of the day is what's important. But sometimes it just doesn't work out, guys. Sometimes you grow out of love. Sometimes some people prefer to stay. I mean, there's people like DJ Shimza and his girlfriend of 12 years. They've just been dating the whole time. Maybe they're just trying to figure it out. Maybe the minute they even get married is when they'll separate. So you see, sometimes these things are not for everybody. Marriage is hard. It really is. To see people make it is something else. It really is. Two people were different, from different backgrounds, different mindsets, trying to make it work, it's hard. It really is. But anyway, this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching.
So, we're married in community of property.
No, we're not.
I'm joking. Yo, guys. My gosh.
I would never.
Okay, so what are we married in?
We're married in a prenuptial agreement. If it was that kind of vibe, I think we would probably find a way to make things work, because at the end of the day, right, if we're looking at right now, that is not like 10 years from now or whatever the case might be. Right now, it's our main source of income, right? So it would be like, cool, so if we're ending now and it's mutual, well, the channel might suffer, because there's definitely not going to be a way to continue doing this even though we're not together. But I think the production company, there's ways in which one can continue doing that with mutual respect as business partners, and no longer as business partners and life partners. So I think the channel would probably actually sell the channel to make a little bit of some money, and then someone else would take it over and have you guys as their subscribers, and then you can decide if you want to stay or leave. Production company, would see if we can work together without it being a toxic environment or a tit for tat environment. But I think, yeah, it would have to be a thing of like what works at that time, because we might think now that, yeah, mutually, yeah, we can still work together, but you'll find that actually right now we're able to work together because we're in this relationship together, romantically and in the business sense. So it almost like some way somehow overlaps, because we never really have like business meetings. I mean, we had a business meeting in our bedroom on the bed.
I really envy your life. I want to know how you roll.
Yeah.
You know, so like now to change that environment, and it's like this is strictly business talk in terms of ideas. Whose ideas are we going with? Are we still building the same things? If I want to implement something new that you don't necessarily feel, now it's at a business level and no longer like, yeah, but babe, like just think about it. We can, you know. So I think it would be definitely a thing of trialing and erroring, to see if it's something that's plausible or not within the mutual
Now,
agreement
okay,
side.
so now let's move on to like the legal side of stuff. So, we're married in community of property.
No, we're not.
I'm joking. Yo, guys. My gosh.
I would never.
Okay, so what are we married in?
We're married in a prenuptial agreement with accrual.
What does that mean?
Why was there such a switch in your energy?
No, I'm just asking, what does that mean? Since you will never.
Yes, because I have life experience that is not a good thing to do, because your debts become my debts, and that is not wise.
Yes, that is true.
So I would never do that. Prenuptial agreement with accrual basically means that whatever we come into our marriage with is ours separately, and whatever we build within the marriage, technically whatever we acquire within the marriage, is then ours together. So example, Steph has a property that she got before we got married. Even right now, that is her property. Should we separate, thank you, Jesus, that's not going to happen, then that would still be her property. There's no need for us
To
half. It must be added
Yes.
to whatnot so I can get a share. There's no need for that. In other words, what was yours before the marriage remains yours, and what you have earned during the marriage. So Petronella and Steph were having this conversation about what if we were to separate. What would happen to pretty much everything that we have, because everything that we have together. That being our channel, then Ndlovu's Uncut, our production company, then Ndlovu's Uncut Productions, our beautiful home.
So I think we thought it'd be
Just do this.
I think we thought it would be a good conversation to also have as part of a story time, because I think a lot of times people just think, okay, you know, once it's over, it's over. But there's many elements to it, especially if you've started businesses and all those kinds of things together. We'll touch on what our marriage contract looks like, so legally what would happen or what that would look like. But I think the first point would be, it also depends on how the separation takes place, because there's some, you know, and it's not to point fingers or anything at some maybe divorces that end really badly, or, you know, where there's just so this is all what if, nah, guys. It's a what if game, because we want to educate you and us on this. So I think the first thing would be how the separation or divorce, under which conditions did it take place. So let's paint a scenario of two conditions.
You know, that ending, which is always like, we still love each other, we're still friends, and like, it's just, you know, we're giving each other whatever so that we can live freely. You know, that the explanations that people give. I'm done.
Me already, I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm already
I'm
done.
sick of it.
Wow.
Every single day, I have to tell you how much I love you. Every single day, I have to tell you how much I love you. Because, I mean, how can I not love you? You do so much for me. You've changed my life.
Was this part of the video?
If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't
Anyway,
be who and what
okay.
I am
Thank
right
you so
now.
much, Hungani. And scene. So, yeah, we decided to have this conversation based off another conversation that Petronella and I were having, and then subsequent to that, Hungani.
Petronella is her friend.
Yes. I've said it so many times. If you don't know, Petronella is my friend.
What if someone's watching us for the very first time and you expect them? That is
Okay.
such a big expectation.
Why? Can you take it down a notch? Like,
Huh?
you're like loud.
Am
and
I?
you,
I'm
yeah.
passionate.
It feels like
I'm
there's
passionate.
a lot of emotion coming through right now, and I
No, baby,
can't
it's called
handle